Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Putting Montana, and in this video, we are going to be going over the best defense in Madden 23, 24, 25, 26. This is going to be the best defense ever, maybe. But it is going to be, it might not be the best, but it definitely will be one of the easiest depending on what the meta is. Now, if we're looking at the meta in 23, the meta in 23 is dollar. Spinner out of dollar is the meta, but there are certain things that frustrate certain people when it comes to this blitz. Now, before I get into anything, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, and if you guys are back for another one, you guys already know the vibes. FTA, comment down below anything, and it helps push these videos to more and more people. So FTA, let us know you're part of the family. So let's get right into it. Let's not dilly-dally or, you know, whatever people say. So Spinner happens to be the best blitz in Madden, hands down. If you watch any competitive games, even now, any money games, you will notice that the players are running one of two blitzes, Spinner or Mike Blitz, one or the other. Nothing else is really being ran by any good players. So in this video, we're going to give you guys the alternative to running Spinner. Now, you can find this in, I believe it's like 10 different playbooks. I will leave a link down in the description where you can find it. But off of the top of the head, I know it's in the 46ers, the Niners, the Chiefs, and the multiple D playbook. It's definitely in more, but I'll leave a link in the description where you can find this specific blitz. And we're talking about the zero blitz out of $3.2. Now, this is more for beginners, and the reason why it's more for beginners is because one of the things that frustrates a lot of people when they're running the spinner play is this: they do not know how to adjust. So they'll come out and they'll play somebody who's running nothing, something like you know, some kind of bunch formation, and then they'll start hitting their flats super quick, allowing one of their players to be wide open and giving up gains just like that. That is frustrating for somebody who doesn't know how to adjust properly. So that's why we end up running this zero blitz play. And not only do you get the same amount of pressure out of dollar, but the difference between Spinner and the zero blitz is when you look at Spinner, I'm just going to press so everybody gets aligned differently. When you look at Spinner, you have 7 people blitzing. 7 people blitzing means that there's somebody on the field who is wide open. Why? Because if you have 7 people that are blitzing aside from your user, that means that somebody's not being guarded. There are 5 receivers on the field at all times, and somebody is not being guarded if they send all 5 routes out. If we reset to our zero blitz, all of a sudden, now we're just sending a 6-man blitz. And obviously, we're not going to be sending all 6-man because one of our guys is going to be our user. And then you can take one of the other guys. We're always going to be blitzing this guy. We're going to take one of the other guys and put him in some kind of coverage. Or you can blitz him to make the blitz come home almost every single time. So if you guys are looking for the blitz, this is a very simple way to do it. You simply just come out. I like to crash down sometimes, but there's really no rhyme or reason to it. If you want to send it with 4 people, you got to make sure that you hover very, very closely to the center. And then you can kind of, it's going to be a little more inconsistent, but you will be able to come home from time to time. As you can see, that's what 4 people being sent. Beautiful blitz. Exactly what you want. And I'll go over that twice for those of you guys who are new to the game and might want to see that type of pressure in Madden 24. Yes, this will work in Madden 24. So we're going to go ahead and press our defense. We are going to take this out, this middle linebacker. You can actually user him too if you guys want. We're going to crash our D-line down, take our user that's going to be on the right side and hover him right in the middle of this gap right here, and then do our little shebang. As you can see, our guy ends up screaming in with 4 people. So they have to block their running back on that. And one of the main things about this blitz that I like personally is the fact that this safety up here is manned up to the running back, right? And why that's such a weird little thing is because if the running back is blocking, we're gonna block the running back right now, right? We're gonna block the running back, and the blitz is not gonna come in. We're actually gonna make sure that the blitz doesn't come in. We're sending 2 people here. That means that this guy's going to end up going into coverage. And I'm actually going to show I'm going to show the replay so you guys can see this and notice it yourself. If one of these guys, well, if one of these guys down below end up being manned up to the running back, where they end up kind of like hovering, sort of like a spy, or it looks like they don't know what it is that they're doing. If one of the safeties is manned up to the running back and the running back is blocking, well, that safety ends up turning into more of like a deep blue that will help a lot more into coverage than having one of those. As this guy looks like he's in a deep blue right here. Exactly what we want to see. He's in a deep blue pretty much. And we didn't even put him in a deep blue. He was manned up to the running back. So a lot of people like to have their safeties manned up on specific on different people. But him being manned up to the running back, in my opinion, adds a better coverage option for that safety to be guarding anything that's in the middle. So I definitely forgot to go over this when it comes to this blitz specifically. You are going to have to go to coaching adjustments, turn your auto flip to off, and then your auto alignment set to base. And that will kind of ensure that your safety is pretty much always manned up to that running back, depending on the kind of formation that your opponent is running. Sometimes they will be manned up to the tight end, and the cornerback will be. But you always want to send this blitz from the left side, just like the pro players do on this spinner play, where they always send the left side pressure. It's the same situation with this edge, with the zero blitz here. It's going to be the same process. So you are going to be sending the blitz from the left side. So let's go over it one more time. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. We're going to press. Then we're going to crash our defense down. Take this guy here, put him somewhere, doesn't matter where. And all of a sudden, everything is pretty much guarded on the field. And then you take your user. And this is so that the 4-man gets sent. As you can see, boom, screams. Somebody is manned up to everybody on the field, and you all of a sudden have the easiest coverage that you can possibly run in the game. Because again, if the problem with running spinner for a lot of people is they don't know who to adjust and what to adjust to. When it comes to this, there is really no need for you to force yourself to adjust, because the computer is going to do it anyways. So again, if you have a team that's going to sit there and a guy who you're playing and he's going to sit there and motion this guy over, all of a sudden the assignments get changed, and now certain people are manned up to other people. And that's why we put this guy in an outside flat, just so it can cover that running back quickly. And then obviously the safety is going to come over for the help. But again, you have a lot of different options here. And then the blitz is going to be coming. And as you can see, 4-man blitz absolutely gets hummed at if they send the running back out. And again, this is just an easier option for those of you guys who struggle with adjusting, but you want to run man coverage still with the best blitz in the game. This is exactly that. This is pretty much spinner that's already adjusted for you. And I probably should have made this video a lot quicker and less time consuming, but I love to be in depth so you guys can learn from the stuff that I know. And obviously I'd like to think that I'm pretty decent at the Madden, at the game of Madden. So my knowledge is your knowledge. So if you guys have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below. I know we are at the end of Madden 23, but the knowledge will continue in Madden 24. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. My name is Pony Montana. I will see you guys in the next video, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.